Could be worse.
I don't see how.
Well, let's see. At least they didn't strip search us. And I don't see any rats running around.
Yet?
Well, at least they didn't put us in separate cells.
I'm sure they will soon. Unless we make a break for it.
Hope you're not following me.
Get over yourself.
Oh, you seem happy.
You wouldn't get it.
You're probably right.
Have you ever been to Florence? Here it has its own palace.
Yeah, the Palazzo Medici.
And a bridge that made it through some world war or something.
Ponte Vecchio.
Michelangelo's David. I know about that one. Probably because he's naked.
Okay, what's going on here?
My sister, Georgie, she got accepted in a foreign exchange program. All expenses paid, free ride. It's just exactly what she wanted. You'd say the word Italy and Georgie would light up, but she can't go because she's dead. Georgie, who had everything. She was smart and kind and wonderful. I don't think that's fair. I was a pretty lousy sister. Selfish, I only cared about myself, but Georgie, she knew me better than anyone, and she loved and accepted me anyway. She's the only person who really did that. Probably wouldn't understand.
Actually, I would.
Get your hands off him.
In case you didn't notice, he's on top of me.
Oh, Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Greetings. The Jekyll. That is Damien. We all feel most peculiar.
You're drunk.
Which was your first clip?
It's hard to imagine the screaming hypocrisy of the two of you reuniting in the face of Michael's tragedy. No, you listen to me. You're important to me, and so are you. You should remove yourself from this nightmare before Sonny and Carly ruin your lives like they've ruined mine.
How is your, hip? You think you could make it run?
Oh, my hip is fine. And happy or sadly enough, I am an old pro at jawbreaks, and I've got a plan, and it's foolproof. Come on, don't argue, please.
I can't argue, because I haven't heard it yet.
Okay, listen, I think that first what you do is we're going to yell for the guard, okay? And you're going to say, hey, guard, my girlfriend's feeling really sick, and she's acting all fever. Come on, you're going to argue with me already?
Well, no, it's you said girlfriend. You never say that back home.
Oh. Of course. That's just because nobody likes the fact that we're together.
Well, we're going to start ignoring them, right?
Okay.
Go on, just tell me your story.
Okay, so, and then I'm going to act all sick, and I'm gonna go up there, and I'm going to, like feverish and sick, and then I'm going to open my blouse.
Whoa, hey, I'm not liking this all of a sudden.
Lucky, it's called cleavage, and it's the best weapon we've got. So listen to me, please. Please, listen to me. It's going to work. So while I'm distracting the guard, and I'm like, oh, then you come in, and you knock him out, and we make a run for it.
No, it's too risky.
Come on, do you have a better idea?
Not yet, but you got me thinking.
Okay, good, because we need to be thinking. And I'm thinking, so I'm the one who got us into this mess.
No,
Let me help
actually,
get
my
it out.
father got us into this.
I started the bar fight. Lucky, please, I have done this before. Please, I know it's going to work. Trust me. Please.
Okay. Okay, go for it.
Okay, watch.
Yeah. Guard! We need help!
Clearly, you two are on your way to forgiving each other for what happened to Michael, and are on your way to destroying someone else.
I understand you're upset about Christina, but it's not your kid laying in a coma.
My kid is in constant danger because Sonny is her father. You were worried enough to have your kids taken away from him, yet you won't lift a finger to help mine.
Alexis, if you want to take your anger out on me, go ahead. Leave Carly out of it.
That's unbelievable. You're more protective of her than you are your own daughter.
Why you do? What do you mean that you're? What are you talking about?
Don't
Why are you
forget
even
that
doing
I'm
this?
the one that was sane enough all along to say that something like this would happen to the children. So don't you dare talk to me like I'm paranoid.
Alexis, they've heard what needed to be said. We're going.
Please don't tell me
No, there's nothing more to be gained. We're going now.
How can you be any worse than the mistakes I've already made?
Come on.
My, that certainly was dramatic. Was there any truth to what she said?
I miss Georgie every day, but getting this letter in the mail just reminded me how she's not here. Living the wonderful life I know she would have.
I don't know what I'd do if I lost my sister.
Here, look. Dear Miss Jones, we're pleased to offer you a full scholarship to our foreign exchange program in Florence, Italy. We select 10 students from over 500 applicants. She was so smart.
What is wrong with you? Why do I keep finding you with her?
Lulu, Maxie did not follow me here.
Oh, you cannot honestly believe that.
I came here to be alone, and I think your boyfriend had the same idea.
Really? You have been hitting on Johnny for weeks, doing everything that you can to get his attention.
Okay, Lulu, I know you don't like Maxie, but you just let her explain.
Let her lie, you mean? Because everything Maxie's does is for an agenda.
You got me. I made this whole thing up. I created this phony acceptance letter for Georgie to some brainiac college in Italy. Also, I could use my dead sister to hit on the guy that you're dating.
Oh, thank you.
How much have you had to drink?
Damien had a vodka or three, but it was just a prop, an appendage to his elegant persona.
Your what?
When Damien's job was to charm the rival fashionista, but then the jackal reared his socially inept head and all.
Babbling like this since I found him on the Elm Street pier.
Yeah. The Vix Noah was most surprisingly helpful tonight. After your grasshopper found himself inexplicably on the pier without a memory as to how to get home, she rendered him aid and comfort.
What'd you do to him?
Nothing. I found him like this on the pier. He was going to lay down and sleep there. I thought he'd be a sitting duck for muggers.
Oh, Damien can hold his liquor. Alas, the jackal cannot. Ooh.
Why were you drinking vodka?
To appear relaxed. You know, nonchalant and all. Oh. Damien projected style, class, and he had an Australian accent.
Why do you keep saying Damien?
Well, Damien's me. Well, he was for a brief and shining moment. Until disaster struck.
It's a complicated situation, but the woman who just left is kind of my ex-wife.
She was very upset.
Yes, she was.
She probably picked the wrong time to air her grievances.
It certainly livened up the evening.
It is getting late. Perhaps we should find out the details of the Crimson preview in the next issue of Couture.
Yes, those details. Why don't we go back to the office?
But what about your wife? And your boyfriend? Should we bring them along?
Sonny will give Carly a ride home.
Then lead the way.
You can say goodbye to Jack.
I guess I'll see him when I get home. You didn't run over and say goodbye to Kate.
Oh, we're working.
Yeah, I'm working. We don't exactly fit into that, do we?
Help! Guard! We need some help!
Sammy McCoy? You dirty, no-good swindler. You got a lot of guts coming here after what you pulled, huh?
Quintana, how the hell have you been?
Better than you by the looks of it, Sammy.
You two know each other?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Francisco Quintana. Lucky. Francisco, he helped captain the very first ship that I ever worked on. He taught me everything I know, by the way. What are you doing in a Mexican jail cell?
Pues, the wife told me to settle down, get a good, safe job. Not so good. If you're trying to distract me while he beats me up, though, huh?
Oh, but that was my idea. I put Sam up to it.
Yeah.
Your Fanny's very gullible, huh?
Oh, come on. You're gonna help us out, aren't you?
Sure. What? But, you're gonna have to buckle up your blaster.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. It's embarrassing. I know. Yeah, I got it.
Thank you.
I owe you one. I owe you one. Thank you.
And don't worry about the paper.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Since when do you worry about Spinelli?
I felt sorry for the guy, okay? He was acting crazy at the Haunted Star.
Yeah, what were you doing at the Haunted Star?
I told you I was charming the rival fashionista.
He was gambling with Jasper Jackson, Kate Howard, and some other woman, and talking that fake Australian accent.
The Valkyrie's White Knight took pity on the jackal and taught him the secret of woo.
Secret of what?
Woo. Wooing. Wooing and winning the female heart. He taught me how to stand and speak and talk and hold a drink, and lo and behold, it worked. I was transformed into Damien, and I impressed, I entertained, I charmed, and then at the most crucial moment, the masquerade failed.
What happened?
The details are too painful to recount.
From what I understand, some girl showed up and...
Yes, the fairest of the fair! Highly ever unattainable!
I guess Spinelli saw her and lost his nerve and dropped the accent and then got drunk.
Trying in vain to drown my sorrows.
And then, I don't know, he ended up on the Elm Street Pier. That's where I found him and I brought him home.
Why?
I'm sorry, I didn't know that this was about Georgie.
You can stuff your apology and your phony sympathy. You stole my sister's first love, and then you kept Spinelli dangling when you knew Georgie was falling in love with him.
I didn't know that
You
Georgie
steamrolled over my sister every single chance you got. Sorry to fill you in that your sweet little Lulu isn't as nice as you thought.
Yes, I hurt Georgie, but I was completely wrong for doing it.
Now you're oh so sorry, as long as Johnny's watching?
Georgie and I made peace. She forgave me, just like she forgave you for all the dumb stuff that you did.
Georgie was a much better person than me.
I can't imagine what you're thinking.
I'm wondering why you don't trust me.
Is Alexis always at her?
She refuses to believe that I have no influence with you.
Well, she's just worried about Christina.
No, she's mad at herself for having your child. She still can't take responsibility for what she did all those years ago. Sleeping with you? See, it's all our fault. We misled her. We're dysfunctional. It's on and on and on.
Alexis doesn't make it easy, but I try my hardest for Christina's sake.
Why did you defend me?
Well, here's the deal. Michael's in a coma. We miss him very much. It's like physical pain. I didn't feel like sitting here listening to Alexis attack you. And we both know that she's wrong about something else. We're not getting back together.
Ouch! Okay.
Are you sure this is the place?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Lucky, assuming I'm right, and the numbers on your father's note correspond to the longitude and latitude, then yeah, this is the spot, yes.
There's just no cabin.
Well, I don't know. Maybe your father's camping out. He does have good survival skills, yeah?
Yeah, the best. When I was a kid on the run with my parents, we camped out in 10 different countries, including snow camping in Finland. You know what we should do? We should look for some cigar butts or some empty bottles.
Come on, Monkey, please. There's no sign of him or anyone else. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe it's not the right spot.
Yeah, maybe Daddy's just 100 miles away, sampling the local tequila.
Well, of course. I'm not complaining. This, to me, is a whole lot better than sitting in some jail cell.
What is your problem? Is it so hard to just say thank you?
Jekyll offers his sincerest thanks.
That's okay, Spinelli. I'm talking to Jason. Let him answer.
Okie dokie.
I found Spinelli drunk and disoriented on the pier. I tried to help him out. Is that so hard for you to understand?
Vixenella did a good deed.
You wanted me to owe you.
It ever occur to you, Jason, that I owe you for saving my life and maybe helping your friend was my way of saying thank you?
Now, everything Vixenella does has an ulterior motive.
You know, for all your tough guy attitude, maybe your grasshopper here has more common sense than you do.
Would you like to break bread with us?
Did you just invite me to dinner?
Well, see, the room is starting to rotate in a most alarming manner, and I just thought maybe some carbohydrates might be beneficial to me.
Honey. You need something greasy and full of carbs. You better order a pizza before Damien yaks all over your floor.
We are scamming my father, Lulu, while we look for evidence to incriminate him. You need to trust me, because this is our only opportunity to do this.
One that I don't trust is Maxie, but it doesn't help when you're letting her drape herself all over you.
That is not what she was doing.
She is into you, Johnny. You say that you're on to her, but then I keep finding you guys together.
Oh, so you trust me, except for when it comes to Max.
Do I trust that you would risk your life for me? Absolutely. Do I think that you would protect me from your father? No question. But do I think that you would be faithful to me under any circumstances? I used to. I'm not sure now.
You don't know me at all.
I have no idea why I'm here. I really should be at home with the girls, packing, arranging our identities as we move to the other side of the planet.
Why don't you just take a few cleansing breaths and just, relax?
I never relax, Jerry. That's because my children are always in danger.
I don't understand.
I thought I made myself perfectly clear during my paranoid rant about Sonny and Carly at the Haunted Star. I don't know, maybe I spoke too softly.
Oh, no, you projected beautifully, but why now? I mean, you held yourself together so admirably for so long. Why choose tonight to have a delayed reaction like Michael's shooting?
Maybe it was just the way Sonny and Carly were standing together, acting as if nothing had happened.
No. You've seen them talk a dozen times. Something clearly set you off. What is it?
Anthony Zaccara came to my office today, and he was very polite and pleasant and casual when he remarked that my daughter would make great leverage. He wouldn't hesitate for a minute to hurt my little girl.
Well, I promise you, I will never let that happen.
Miss Davis goes on and on about the safety of her kids, and then she takes off with some psycho like Jerry Jacks. Go figure.
Much as I admire Alexis for many of her qualities, her taste in men is dubious at best.
And why do you think she lost it like that?
That was my fault.
I doubt that, Diane.
Alexis asked me to find a legal way to compel Sonny to relinquish his parental rights to Christina. And tonight I had to tell her that there's no way.
You were just being honest. I don't think Miss Davis ever really understood how the boss thinks anyway.
Sadly, I think the only woman who can consistently deal with Sonny is Carly.
I want you to know that I am so grateful that you gave up Morgan.
She's not going to bring Michael back.
I know that, but it's going to keep Morgan safe. And I always talked about how selfish you were. You know, Sonny,
I know that you need to rebuild your life any way you can, but I don't think Kate's gonna make you happy.
I don't need one murderer defending me from another one.
Well, with all due respect, that's exactly what you need.
Well, at least you admitted you're a criminal.
Yes, I'm everything you ever said I was. I'm hateful, amoral, ruthless, deadly. You know I took a lobby full of people hostage. I shot Robin. I poisoned your nephew. That's nothing compared to what I've done. I can and will do whatever it takes to get what I want. And what I want is for you to feel safe.
There might be a better way to do this.
Oh, well, Anthony Zaccare's committed no crime. And who do you think is going to protect your daughter? The police? Or you could go to Sonny or Jason Morgan, but that will create a mob war, which will put Christina in even more danger.
Running away is looking better every day.
No. There's a simpler solution. Let me handle it. I promise you that Anthony Zaccare will not hurt you, or Christina, or Molly. If he does, he will disappear from the face of the earth.
You mean you're gonna kill him?
I refuse to incriminate myself in front of a district attorney. You'll just have to trust me. Can you do that?
No, what scares me is I really want to.
Really?
Thanks.
Did you check and make sure they got the order right? Because I ordered pepperoni. I want to make sure that they got... Hey,
Sister's benefit.
No, hey, you stay right here till we get some food, okay? Hey, you checked to see what was in it. I ordered pepperoni. You're not big on conversation, are you?
You know what? You can leave anytime.
I am gonna have a slice of pizza. I'm hungry, so shoot me. Sorry. Bad joke. Well, I haven't had time to stock my new refrigerator in my new apartment since you burned down my house. So I'm gonna eat the slice and then I'll leave.
We are delighted to have the company of such a charming and, dare I say, fetching young lady.
Shut up, Spinelli, and eat
You know
your
what?
pizza.
Stop. Just stop ordering him around. Maybe if you treated him better, he wouldn't have to go around acting like an Australian Romeo just to feel good about himself.
Jacko appreciates your spirited defense, but it is most unnecessary.
No, you know what? It's not. Someone has to stand up to this bully. How could you possibly have such a sweet friend and treat him like dirt?
Thought you'd still be at the office with Kate or Giselle.
No, Giselle had a conference call with the editors, so I came home to wait for you.
I noticed you didn't say goodbye when you left the Haunted Star.
Did you want me to?
Well, you know, you looked a little busy.
Well, so did you. Did you settle anything with Sonny?
We both agreed not to hurt each other anymore.
Well, that's a start.
Hey. Alexis is crazy. I'm never getting back together with Sonny.
I know you want to believe that, and so do I, but I couldn't help but notice when Alexis attacked you, you immediately jumped to each other's defense.
Glad you called.
I don't know. It's either that or obsessed over what Alexis said tonight.
Well, you know, Alexis is in a lot of pain. You know, she
A lot of
does.
pain, I know.
She wants to protect Christina from me because I'm such a monster. But if she had to do it all over again, she would. You know why? Because we love that little girl.
I realize that.
Yeah, well, I mean, she brings us so much joy. But that's what Alexis keeps leaving out.
Well, she's scared, Sonny. She's looking back at a lot of regrets. She got involved with you, despite all the warnings that you and Carly would always be tied. No matter how much you and Carly say it, you're not really ever over.
Are we still talking about Alexis, or are you talking about yourself?
No, Johnny? Is that why you dropped the sweetness and light?
Maxie, I'm really sorry about Georgie. I know how much she meant to you. I would be devastated if either of my brothers were killed. I would not wish that kind of grief on anybody.
Yeah, okay. You already apologized to me at the Overlook. Why did you call me here?
It turns out you didn't follow Johnny tonight, but you have been setting him up a bunch of times.
I don't see him here complaining.
Where's your pride? Why aren't you humiliated by his rejection?
Johnny didn't reject me tonight. He was actually really nice.
Stop throwing yourself at my boyfriend.
But I like Johnny, so why in the world would I stop?
Vic Snell is sorely mistaken. Stone Cold is a superlative friend to the Jackal.
Not that I can see.
Stone Cold is loyal and supportive, and not only has he saved the Jackal's life numerous times, he provides guidance and counsel, a well-paid vocation, and this superb place to live. Granted, my chambers are of a regrettably pink shade, but you know, the pink hue of my regrettably pink room is actually proved most beneficial to my focus and concentration.
Hey, none of that makes up for the way that he treats you.
Okay. Stone Cold is occasionally terse in speech, so that may have given Vic Snell the wrong idea as to his inherently generous nature.
Okay, let me see if I got this right. You pay Spinelli and you let him live in your pink room. He does all your computer hacking, which is a crime, by the way. So you have this kid breaking the law and getting shot at. In my book, that makes you a pretty lousy friend.
Oh, that was a bad impulse. It's not going to happen again.
I believe he said something similar when we were under the roulette table, the haunted star.
Did I? Don't remind me of that.
Well, I enjoyed it thoroughly.
So did I. But then again, I have really bad taste in men. See, I only like them, and I'm attracted to them when they're dangerous, difficult, and unhinged. Nothing personal.
Well, then it's certainly clear why you're attracted to me then.
I seem to be on the brink of something disastrous. This can't be good.
And now might be a good time to take another breath.
I'm breathing just fine.
Oh, you've seen the worst of me. The future can only be a pleasant surprise.
Your argument is inconclusive.
You're safe with me, Alexis.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I see the problem.
You do?
Yes, you've made up your mind to always be disappointed. You're convinced that when it comes to romance, nothing beautiful is going to happen to you. But you're wrong. And I'm going to prove it to you.
I'm always going to care about Sonny. We have children together. We have years of shared history.
Yeah, more than you shared with me.
What difference does that make? It's in the past.
Well, I'm sure you believed that every time that you split up with him.
Oh, it's different this time. I'm married to you. And besides, something broke in me when I found out that Sonny saw that rifle and he protected Kate instead of his own son.
Look, I'm the last person to defend Sonny, but I'm assuming that Michael was further away than Kate.
I don't care. I don't care. I've heard it. Yeah, I've heard it. Michael was farther away. Kate was right there. It was Sonny's first instinct. It makes sense in my head, but not in my heart. And you know what? Everything's changed.
Carly's been basically hostile towards me since the day that we met.
Right.
I'm assuming that she's threatened by the ways that we're different, my career, my social circle. She's told me time and time again how I'm not strong enough to hold on to you, how I don't really understand you. The implication being that you share some sort of bond that we never will. And it used to make me furious, but after tonight, I don't know, maybe my anger is because I'm actually afraid she might be right.
You were the first girl that I ever loved, the girl that I wanted to run away with. In Bensonhurst, you know me better than anyone.
Do I, Sonny?
Where is this coming from?
Look, I'm not very happy with myself the way that I've handled Carly through Michael's tragedy. No, she's a mother,
Okay.
Sonny, and she's going through unimaginable pain. It's not right for me to make judgments, but I love you.
Right.
And to see her yelling at you outside of Michael's ICU room, blaming you, making you give up your sons, it's not right.
Okay, she wasn't very nice. We all make mistakes. Carly made a mistake.
Oh, my God.
What's
There it is.
There it is what?
You're defending her.
Oh, please.
Do you see? No matter what you've been through, you two are a team. Alexis was yelling at both of you. And the truth is, you and Carly will always be a part of each other's lives.
Maybe that's true. But you're the one that I love.
Johnny is obviously attracted to me.
Johnny knows you're a slut.
I guess he likes me that way.
Okay, if you don't stop throwing yourself at Johnny, I will screw up so badly at work that we'll both get fired.
I have a better idea. You're a Spencer, which means you're a gambler. So why don't we take one spin on the roulette wheel? All or nothing. If it lands on red, I get a date with Johnny, free and clear. If it lands on black, I'll leave Johnny alone for good.
I get to spin the wheel.
Fine by me. Oh, just restate the rules so I know it's fair.
Red, you get a date with Johnny. Black, you stay the hell away from him.
Do I look like a poker chip? I'm not gonna be wagered like one.
Whoa, Johnny, that's not what this is about.
I know what it's about. It's about the challenge, right? And I'm always up for a challenge, so I'll take the date with Maxie.
What's going on? We sat here on this couch a few nights ago and we talked about how much we loved each other. You gave me this bracelet and I touch this thing 20 times a day and I think about you.
This bracelet's for our memories.
We already have so many wonderful ones, Jax.
No. With many more to come, I hope.
With a lifetime more to come. I told you when I married you that I was so grateful.
I love you. And I always will.
When you saw me at the Haunted Star, you knew something was wrong.
You gonna finally tell me?
Yes, I am. Jason came over this afternoon to give me a Father's Day present from Michael, Life Vest, for me and the boys. And then out of nowhere, Carly shows up with another gift from Morgan, little handprints, that he made.
Oh, Sonny.
So here I am, standing in my living room with two gifts from my boys that are gone from my life. So, I gotta tell you, I felt like a bottomless pit was just gonna open up and I was gonna be swallowed in.
And I wish you had called me.
I thought about calling you and then I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna, I don't know. You do make me feel better all the time. And that there's hope for a future without violence and a chance to see my boys. You make me believe I can have a life. You make me believe in myself. And I don't know if that's selfish or what, but I love you for that.
I do believe in you, Sonny, and I do believe that we can have a wonderful life together.
It's true, Spinelli. I haven't done you any favors.
No,
that's for sure.
To Jekyll protest the veracity of that most misleading statement. Your grasshopper was already in toils with mobsters, namely the shark-skinned Darth Alcazar when he and Stone Cold first met.
Darth Alcazar?
Lorenzo Alcazar paid the Jackal heftily for his cyber services, but then Stone Cold came in and changed my life for the better by being a bastion of integrity.
From one mobster to the next. Yeah, that's really bettering yourself, Spinelli.
Okay, well, the Jackal appreciates Vixenella's assistance and concern, he must ask her to refrain from engendering guilt and Stone Cold on the Jackal's behalf.
It's sweet the way he hero worships you. It's like you're his older brother.
Well, Jackal could only hope to be worthy of a sibling-like bond with Stone Cold.
Being an older sibling is a sacred bond. You always have to be there for your little brother. You never, ever let him down.
You finished with your pizza?
You're not good at taking advice, are you? Okay, I can take a hand.
Big Snow's welcome to more soda.
Thanks, Spinelli, but your hero is practically booting me out the door, so have another piece of that pizza and you'll feel great in the morning, okay? Bye.
Stay here. The man who delivered the food was exposed to the Asian ague, a highly contagious illness. To avoid further outbreak, you're all under quarantine. No one may leave the premises.
On the next General Hospital. So you're sleeping with Jerry Jacks.
Dr. Scorpio can't take any calls right now.
This is my hotel. Get out. Now!
Will you please do something with your wife?